Hello and welcome to the English Learning Podcast. Aujourd'hui, on va apprendre l'anglais dans une manière efficace, simple et tranquille. Parce que vous, vous, parce que tu vas écouter et apprendre the rhythm of English. I will speak in a manner very easy and simple to understand. Comprehensive input. Teacher Troy, what is comprehensive input? Comprehensive input, c'est quand les gens parlent en anglais, mais ils parlent doucement, ils parlent avec des mots simples et le but, c'est pour comprendre la façon, comprendre des phrases, comprendre des blocs des mots, comprendre comment les certaines manières d'anglais. Et today, this is the goal. So, to start, we're going to talk about the last year. Yeah, l'année dernière, last year. We're going to talk about strong points, or we're going to talk about we're gonna talk about the highlights. Big word, highlights. Highlights, ça veut dire des points forts. The highlights of last year. Are you guys ready? Aujourd'hui, c'est le premier podcast. Let's attack the lesson. Okay, so the new podcast. I hope you guys are ready. Let's do some comprehensive learning, some comprehensive input learning. Personally, what I remember from last year is every January starts with New Year's resolutions, or it starts with becoming a new you, for example. I think that this January, next January, normally they're all the same. Some big highlights I remember from last year, 2025, January. I guess this is when the general population started understanding and using artificial intelligence. Tools like ChatGPT and tools, say utils, tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, and it's very useful to understand these speaking points because it could come up in conversations, words like artificial intelligence, AI, efficiency, and people are now asking, is it progress or is it dangerous? What are the impacts going to be? Are the impacts going to be more negative or more positive? I guess we will have to wait and see. Ooh, that's a very good and useful phrase. I guess we will have to wait and see. Note-le. Prends du temps. Et oui, quand tu viens pour les podcasts, Viens avec ton cahier tranquille et noter les petites phrases. Je vais toujours highlight. I will highlight the important phrases. And what else do I remember about last year, January? I remember we always have some big political climate changes, new global expectations, governments setting goals, people talking about change, the economy, climate, technology. Normally, that's how the January goes. And we can even see with this year, January, the month that just passed. The month that just passed, we had America making its statement and showing the world its political goals. Russia, the year before, showing the world its political goals. Yeah. But what do you guys think? Is the climate scary right now? Is the climate interesting? I think the climate is extremely interesting because nobody knows what we're going to see. On verra what we're going to see in the future. And for me, it's very exciting. What about for you guys? Comment below. What do you think? Is it exciting? Is it scary? Dangerous? What do you guys think? And for February, February last year, 2025, February, March time, I remember, yes, everybody was talking about, everybody was talking about inflation. Yeah, inflation. Et si tu regardes mes dernières vidéos, mes vidéos de les cognates, très importante, cognates. C'est quoi un cognate? Un cognate, c'est un mot qui vient de la même famille entre le français et l'anglais. Inflation. La plupart des mots qui finissent avec T-I-O-N, shun, direction, ambition. Tu peux traduire entre les deux langues. C'est très utile les cognates. But yes, on revient back to inflation. I remember March, people were talking about the price of food, the price of meat, the price of electricity, the price of gas. Everything is just becoming too expensive. And this was the main point of last year around February, March, at least for me and the media sources that I watched. It was a major point. Still, it's still, c'est encore, it's still a major point, un point majeur, major point. But I remember February, March, people were talking about money, cost of living, different situations in different countries, like the wages in France. People were saying maybe the wages in France were too low. We need more, a higher minimum wage. Wage, saying salaire, wage, salaire. And yeah, the overall prices of food was too high. And if we continue, hold on one second, I gotta plug in my charger. Very utile. Plug in. Plug in a telephone, plug in a computer. I don't remember the word in French. Was it mettre dans le prise? Je sais pas. I'm bugging out a little bit. But yeah, so I remember that was one of the main issues for the year 2025. And yeah, let's continue. What else we got here? We got I'm just speaking to you guys. I got some notes in front of me, but I'm just here, sitting here, talking to the camera. If you guys like this style, I think it could be very useful, très utile, parce que c'est comprehensive input. So, what else did we have? What about when we switch over to April and May? We have, I guess they were speaking more about climate and the environment, climate change, global warming. Global warming, c'est le chauffement de la planète. Le chauffement de la planète. Energy, renewable energy. It's a very big topic, renewable energy. Whenever I speak to my students, or even I opened up, we had a conversation, me and my wife, about renewable energy. And I asked her, do you think solar power could power all of the world? Could we use only renewable energy to power the world? And she was more under the impression that it was impossible, that it could never happen. We watched the documentary and she kind of realized that maybe if I've always had this question, maybe you will understand a little bit easier with a question. Imagine in the year 1900s. En anglais, les années 19. Voilà. En français, vous dites les années 19. Nous, on dit the 1900s. In the early 1900s, imagine, since this moment, we had a full global concentration on renewable energy. What if the biggest powers in the world, America, Europe, Asia, all came together since the 1900s, so over 126 years ago, pulled all their resources together, never fought World War I. Instead of fighting World War I and fighting World War II, we were all together in this goal of renewable energy. You don't think, as a human race, with that amount of time, we could have solved this? There's no way we couldn't have solved it. We've learned how to blow up the whole world in this time. Nuclear fusion, we developed. We developed the internet. We're now developing AI. We developed electricity, cars, trains. What if we all pulled our resources together and really found a solution for renewable energy? I think personally it's possible. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if you think we could use renewable energy for energy. All renewable energy. Do you guys think it's possible? Is it not possible? I think it's possible. I'm normally on the positive side of things when I'm analyzing, or I don't know, speaking to you guys. All right, what do we have next? I told you I got my notes here, looking at my notes, but I'm just talking to you guys, right? Just talking, getting some comprehensible input, some easy input, relatable input. Ooh, another cognate, relatable. I guess May, we could talk about different elections everywhere in the world, elections in different places, political debates, democracy versus communism versus different styles of government, important political moments in 2025. What were some important political moments? Let's look it up together. Let's see. Where's my phone? Bop. Right here. Important political moments for 2025. Important political moments 2025. All right, so we got 8 major political moments. Let's see what they got for us. They got the Supreme Court ruling on presidential immunity. Maybe that has a huge reason of why Donald Trump and America feels so bold to be able to not only say, hey, I want to take over Venezuela, but not only Venezuela, maybe Iran, maybe Greenland. Maybe that's why he feels like he can say and do what he wants, because in America, the Supreme Court ruled that a president has complete immunity. Immunity is tu peux pas aller au tribunal pour les choix t'as fait dans le moment de ton présidentiel, de ton terme présidentiel. So Donald Trump, now he feels he has immunity. Maybe. Oh, Biden's disastrous debate. Do you guys remember that debate? Ooh, yeah. That's when I realized Donald Trump was going to win. Because I realized it's bad to say, but it's the incompetence of Joe Biden at this period. He's just too old. And I think even Donald Trump is too old. For example, let's say I said to you, I have a plumber. You need a plumber, plumber. You need a plumber. And I say to you, yeah, I got a good plumber, but he's 84 years old. Is that good? I think you would be like it would be a little bit strange. So if a plumber is too old to be a plumber, plombier, I think these high ages for presidential candidacy is it's a bit strange to me. I don't know. I'm just here though. I might not know anything, right? Big political moment. Somebody tried to kill Donald Trump. I think that was a big moment for him also, and it shows now he got granted immunity. He can say and do whatever he wants during his political campaign, and nobody can say anything. Also, he believes in God. He believes he's a Christian, and he was shot at and survived. The bullet went right by his ear, hit him in the ear. So now he may feel a little heaven sent or a destiny by God to fulfill the duties of Donald Trump. Maybe that's why he's moving how he's moving, or maybe that's why he's reacting and 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 speaking with so much conviction. Very good word, conviction. Then after this, we had the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, kind of attach himself to Donald Trump. Maybe that also could have swelled his head. His head became big. Grande tête. He had a grande tête. His head became big. Maybe this has something to do with this as well. What other one? Robert F. Kennedy. During his fail. Let's see. Those were some good points. Some good political points for 2025. Very good. All right, let's move on. Where are we at now? Political points was for May, June. Sports events. June 2025. Last year, was it the Olympics last year? Or is that 2024? 2025 Olympics? Was it in 2024? My brain is like crazy sometimes. I don't know. That's why I got my phone here. We can look it up together, Olympics. What are the Olympics? Olympics. It was 2025, right? What? Yeah, summer 2025. Okay, I'm not tripping. The Olympics was 2025. Okay, so and then so the Olympics was great. It's the first time, not the first time, but yeah, for me, the first time I saw the Olympics in the city, in the country that I was residing in. It was a big thing in France. I guess a lot of exposure to tourism. I don't know if you guys remember. It was a great. I don't know if you guys remember any highlights for the sport. Oh yeah, I remember the break dancing that went a little viral. I don't know how I feel about break dancing in the Olympics. I think it should be more competitive sports. Uh, Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think breakdancing and different activities like this should be brought into the Olympics? Yeah, the Paris Olympics. Oh, we're not doing no edits, so if you hear me go a little pause, bear with me. I'll try to keep everything going smooth and interesting. After this, travel, tourism, July. Normally, because in the summer, it's summer break, kids are out from school, summer holidays. So people love to go traveling to different places in the world. Who doesn't love to travel, right? I love travel, kids love traveling, adults love traveling. Very interesting traveling. Um, I don't even know what to talk about. Just spitting some facts. Airports and tourism. Work abroad. What's going on? Social media and culture. Viral moments. Hmm. What's some viral moments? Yeah, let's look at what's some viral moments from the summertime. Let's look at some pop culture, I guess. Viral moments. Viral moments is like moments that are big, moments that majority of people will remember. Moments. 2025. What do we got here? What? I don't know. Justin Bieber not. What is this? Give me some real viral moments, bro. What's going on? Beyonce, what's like some real ones? Like you got some real viral. Like yeah, that's what a viral. Okay, see, that was a viral moment. The Coldplay concert. when they got the two couples on the camera and some people got fired. Name was Andy Byron, then CEO of the tech company Astronomer, and the company's chief people officer Christian Coble broke away from their cozy embrace and ducked for cover. Yeah, ducked for cover. Another very good vocabulary. It's when I'll show you guys, when you duck for cover, if you're listening, it's going to lower your head, or you duck down. You duck for cover. What else we got? Any more viral moments? That was pretty viral. We got I don't know. That was not really viral to me. What we got? Oh, they got none on here. Ooh, yeah, the Louvre robbery. That was pretty crazy. I don't know. I found it very interesting that people were able to rob the Louvre. Yeah, that's actually pretty crazy that in 2026, we had a group of men they almost got away with it too. Yes, they got caught at the airport trying to leave, but they got out of the Louvre. Somebody dropped the diamond, so that guy kind of messed up, I guess. Messed up. He messed up. Yeah, so the Louvre was a very big viral moment. I hope the security is better in coming years in the Louvre, so we can keep all the history of the Louvre and all the history of Europe and the rest of the world kept in good hands. We don't need any of that stuff sold on the black market, Not a good idea. Let's keep it in the museums so people can learn. Very viral moment, the Louvre robbery, braquage, robbery. What else we got here? Apparently Jeff Bezos got married. Embraces. Jeff Bezos got married. Okay. I don't know about that, but all right. And yeah, all right. So we went through some viral moments, some cultural movements for our English learning podcast. It's comprehensible input, so that's why I'm speaking slow. C'est vraiment pour les francophones qui veulent apprendre l'anglais. Et exactly. Let's continue the pod, right? Let's continue the podcast. What's next? What are we on right now? We're on around July. Oh, we were on August, social media, viral points. September, it's more about education. Kids around the world going back to school. There's back to school from summer vacation. Education is evolving. What do you guys think about education evolving? Right now, you can teach English. I teach English 100% online. It's crazy in 2026, and I guess in the future, online learning will explode. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a good thing? It's a bad thing? Me, personally, I think you can learn a language online. I think you can learn different, I think school and education being online is a good thing because it gives poor people or people who can't afford to go to university a chance to learn whatever they would like. It gives access to education to more people. So I think online education, I read in a stat somewhere that online education is doubling. It's been doubling since COVID. So if it continues on this path, I think it's a good thing with people having more access to online learning. Yep. I think some aspects of online learning should be introduced in the classroom. I think, especially in high school, lycée, high school ages, not before, but high school, I think maybe some languages or maybe some you can choose to have some classes online. I think it could be beneficial to students. They could do some more, they could understand online how to present themselves, how to apply for jobs, how to do your info online. I think we need to have some online learning in university, not in universities and in high schools, as early as high schools. And what do you guys think in the comments? Do you guys think learning should only be in school? Do you think it should be 50-50? Do you think, like me, certain things can be taught online, but other things need to be taught in person? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And that was the highlight for September 2025. Remember, we're going through all the highlights of last year, September 2025. What are we going into next? October. Ooh. October, we have the point of global tensions. Yeah, global tensions are high right now. Jeez, they are high, global tensions. We have global tensions. It seems like everybody has global tensions. Even countries that used to be friends, like Canada and America. Canada and America used to be good friends. Yeah, we have some sports competitiveness against Americans and vice versa, but we were always seemed as together. And even it seems like there's global tensions between countries that were normally together, or new global tensions that didn't exist before. Yeah, global tensions were very high in 2025 in October. I think that's when it started to bubble in October, and now it's just coming into fruition. It's coming into, you're seeing it in front of your face now. And I think it's just a step further in the future from October 2025. Yeah. October 2025, global tensions. Yeah, even there seems to be global tensions between America and a lot of countries, really. Even more now, I guess, in this time period now, February, but it looks like there's some global tensions between Europe, even Europe and America. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird. For sure. A little bit strange. Strange. And yeah, let's move on to November. November 2025. Yes, for sure. I think November 2025 with Black Friday and Cyber Monday, it's really a push for technology in the future. So I think for November 25, that was big pushes. We were hearing about self-driving cars that can drive themselves with nobody in the car. We hear about different drones and different weapons being used in Ukraine and in Russia. Technology on the dark side and on the good side. Because when you talk about technology, there's always two sides. There's a good side and a bad side. And you just have to understand with all technology, you can use it for good or for bad. It's a tool. Like language. Someone could use language as a negative tool and speak bad things into the universe. Or someone could use language and try to teach les francophones anglais, comme moi. You can use it for a good thing. Technology is the same thing. You can either use it for good, or you can use it for bad. It's really up to you. Really up to you. What do you guys think? What do you think about the new technologies that are coming out, the new technologies? Comment below. Tell me what you think. What technologies surprise you or excite you? Let me know in the comments. And we're going to end it off with December. And December is always focused around family, around Christmas. We have Christmas dinners in December. We have meetings with families and friends. We have the last day of the year, December 31st, New Year's, where you're again with family and friends. December is always like the end of the year and things kind of go on pause and people rest and enjoy time with their family. So that's what I did. I'm pretty sure that's what majority of people in the world did. I'm not sure majority of people do in France, in Canada, people where they celebrate Christianity. I know that not everybody in the world is Christian, so I'm not totally lost, But majority of people, or a lot of people, there, better way to say it. A lot of people use December to celebrate their family. I know in Asian culture, they more use Chinese New Year's and autumn, fall in order to celebrate family times. So it's very good, December and any family time, just for me personally and the media outlets that I watch, because I am who I am. I'm Troy Grant from Canada. I speak English, a little bit of French. I speak a good amount of French. So these are the medias and outlets I'm shown in December. Hope you guys liked the podcast. It was just me speaking. See if you guys like this. Tell me. I guess I'll know this by how many views it gets and if people are watching, and I'll adapt to it. If you can have any ideas I can make it better, let me know in the comments. This is just episode 1. We're going to continue the podcast. Episode 2, episode 3. Enjoy your day, you guys. This was Comprehensible Input with Teacher Troy. Au revoir. Ciao. See you in the next episode.